Hello and welcome to the Change Dude podcast. I'm your host, Saeed Rafe. Today we are diving into one of the most essential tools in a developer's toolkit, Git and version control. If you are a developer, chances are you have encountered Git at some point. But what exactly is Git? And why is it so important for anyone working on code? We will cover the basics, explore some advanced tips, and discuss branching strategies. I'll touch on some common pitfalls and ways to get the most out of Git. Let's get started. To kick things off, let's start with the basics. Git is a version control system, and it has become a critical part of modern software development. But what does that mean? Essentially, a version control system helps us manage and track changes to our code over time. It's like a time machine for code, where every change we make is recorded in what we call a repository. Git allows developers to work on projects without worrying about losing work or overwriting each other's code. In the early days, before version control was widespread, teams would often run into huge problems with conflicting code versions, overwritten files, and lost work. Now, Git has become the standard solution for these issues. So why is Git so critical in today's collaborative development environment? Think about it. In any tech environment, whether you are freelancing, working in a startup, or contributing to a large open source project, collaboration is essential. You need to have a way for multiple people to work on the same project without stepping on each other's toes. Git handles this with ease. With Git, each developer can work on their own branch, which is like a separate version of the code. They can experiment, make changes, test, and when they are ready, merge their work into the main project. This way, even if someone makes a mistake or breaks something, it doesn't impact everyone else's work. Git has saved countless hours for developers around the world by preventing these issues before they start. Let's move on to some basic Git commands that every developer should know. Number 1 is git init. This initializes a new Git repository in your project directory. Second is git clone. If you are joining an existing project, you will use git clone to download the repository to your local machine. Third is git add. This adds changes to the staging area. Think of it as preparing changes for a commit. Then number 4, we have git commit. This command saves your changes to the repository along with a message describing the changes. Finally, git push and git pull. These two are key for sharing your changes with others and pulling in others' changes. Mastering these commands will allow you to participate in almost any Git project and ensure your changes are tracked, saved, and shared correctly. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful features of Git, branching. A branch in Git is essentially a parallel version of your code. It allows you to make changes without affecting the main code base until you are ready. There are a few branching strategies that are widely used. Number 1 is feature branching. In feature branching, each new feature is developed in its own branch. Once the feature is complete, it's merged back into the main branch. This is a straightforward approach, great for teams where individuals work independently on different features. Then number 2 is Git flow. Git flow introduces a more structured workflow. You have two main branches, main and develop, and then you have feature branches that are created from develop. And when a feature is ready, it's merged back into develop branch. For production-ready code, develop branch is merged back into the main branch. Third branching strategy is called trunk-based development. This approach is popular in environments that favor continuous integration. All developers work in a single branch and frequently merge changes back into the trunk or main branch. This strategy is especially useful when quick iterations are needed. Let's talk about some of the common mistakes that developers make when using Git and how to avoid them. Number 1. Commit without comments. This is a classic mistake. A commit without a descriptive message leaves you and your team clueless about what was changed. Always write clear, meaningful messages. Second, too many or too few commits. Some developers make too many tiny commits while others save up too many changes for one huge commit. Aim for logical, manageable commits that are easy to understand. Third, forgetting to pull. If you are working with a team, always pull the latest changes before you start working. Forgetting to do so can result in frustrating merge conflicts. Number 4, ignoring conflicts. Merge conflicts happen when two people make conflicting changes. The best way to handle them is to address conflicts immediately, rather than ignoring or delaying them. You can use tools like Git Merge tool to help you resolve those conflicts. Now that we know what not to do, let's talk about some advanced tips to make the most out of Git. Number 1. Use aliases. If you use Git daily, aliases can save time. For instance, you can alias Git checkout to GCO, so you can quickly switch branches. Number 2, stashing changes. Git stashing is useful if you are working on something and need to switch to another branch but don't want to commit unfinished changes. Just type git stash and it will save your work without committing it. Later, you can apply the changes using git stash pop. Number 3. Rebase over merge for cleaner history. In some cases, it's better to use rebase than merge to keep your commit history clean. Rebase takes your feature branch and moves it to the tip of the main branch, making it appear as though you made your changes after the latest commits on main. This keeps the commit history linear and easier to follow. Number 4. Git bisect for debugging. If you are dealing with a bug and unsure when it was introduced, Git's bisect command can help. This command finds the commit that introduced the bug by performing a binary search through your commit history. Number 5. Leverage remote branches. In larger projects, it's beneficial to use remote branches to share your progress with your team without merging into the main code base. Push your feature branch to the remote repository and let others review it before merging. By now, we have covered the basics, explored branching strategies, avoided common mistakes, and discussed advanced tips. But why does this all matter? At its core, Git brings efficiency, organization, and reliability to software development. It's a system that lets us experiment, test, and grow without fear of making mistakes that cannot be undone. With Git, every developer can contribute, whether they are in the same office or on the other side of the world. Git also fosters a culture of accountability and collaboration. Each commit, each branch, and each pull request becomes a piece of the larger puzzle. Version control is what enables teams to build complex systems together, making Git an indispensable tool in any developer's toolbox. Before we wrap up, here is a sneak peek at our next episode. we are going to dive into something a bit different but equally crucial: imposter syndrome. Have you ever felt like you don't belong or that you are just faking it as a developer? Many of us feel that way at times, especially self-taught developers. In our next episode, we will tackle what imposter syndrome is, how to deal with it, and ways to turn into a motivator. Thank you for tuning into the Change Dude podcast. Today, we uncovered Git from its basics to advanced tips. Whether you are a beginner or experienced developer, I hope you found something valuable. Don't forget to subscribe and feel free to reach out with questions or topics you would like covered. Keep coding, keep learning, and remember, every small change leads to big results. I'll catch you in the next episode. This is your host, Saeed Rafe, signing off.